Newly elected wrestling body has been suspended. The Sports Ministry has suspended the newly elected wrestling body. Remember, the Wrestling Federation of India's chief had just been elected as Sanjay Singh, who's also a proxy of the earlier chief of the Wrestling Federation of India. Remember, right after this, there was a controversy that erupted when wrestler Sakshi Malik as well had resigned immediately after the chief was elected. But now we're learning that the Sports Ministry, in fact, has suspended the newly elected body, and the ministry, in fact, has said that the newly elected wrestling body has disregarded the sports code, and citing that as a reason, the wrestling body has been suspended. It was just elected. And Sanjay Singh, in fact, had been elected as the president of the WFI. I have my colleague Alok joining us with more details. Alok, take us through the latest that's come in. We're learning that WFI body that has just been elected has now been suspended on account of disregarding sports code.
Well, yes, the details that I can share are based on a press release that the Sports Ministry has forwarded. What according to them has happened is that the newly elected WFI President Sanjay Singh, who we know is a proxy of the earlier President and BJP MP Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, he announced nationals on the first day that he was elected. So he was elected, and right after that he announced new dates for the new national competitions in the wrestling sport. Now, what the Sports Ministry is saying is that this is arbitrary. It should not have been done, and that wrestling, the federation or the body, is governed by a sports code, and that sports code has been violated, and that is why the suspension has come about. And this has just happened. Like I said, the Sports Ministry has given out this press release. I'm going to read a bit of it just so that we know what it is, what the Sports Ministry is saying. So the Sports Ministry stated that the business of the Federation is being run from the premises controlled by former office bearers, which is also alleged premises wherein sexual harassment of the players have been alleged, and presently the court is hearing the matter. The decision made by newly elected executive body demonstrates a blatant disregard for the established legal and procedural norms. The actions smack of complete arbitrariness on part of the new president, which is against the settled principles of good governance. So very strong words from the Sports Ministry while they have carried out the suspension.
Right, Alok, now we are also seeing that the WFI was already, like you said, was in a line of controversy, and immediately after the election of the chief as well, Sakshi Malik, one of the top wrestlers, had said that she's going to quit the sport altogether.
Well, you're absolutely right, and you also had Bajrang Punia go and return his medal, or at least try and keep that medal on the footpath outside the Prime Minister's residence. So it did create a lot of furor when this new panel was elected, primarily because the new WFI President Sanjay Singh was seen to be a proxy of the earlier one, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, who, as we know, is a Lok Sabha MP who has been charge-sheeted for sexual harassment. And this new president also made no bones, had no hesitancy in actually saying that, look, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, I know him, I am his associate, etc., etc. And this is something that the Sports Ministry appears to have alluded to by saying that, look, there's a blatant disregard, and that the office premises are those from where sexual harassment has happened or has been alleged to have happened, etc., etc. So all of this, keeping this in mind, perhaps the Sports Ministry has carried out the suspension.
Right. In fact, earlier, just as Sanjay Singh was elected as the new chief of WFI as well, Alok, he did make a statement saying that just because he's close to Brij Bhushan Singh, of course, he's been known as a proxy of Brij Bhushan Singh, says that he's not a dummy candidate, and he did mention that the athletes who had complained about certain behaviors said that they're engaging in politics.
Well, yes, you're absolutely right. This entire story has been about politics, about, the fact that an important politician, such a high-profile person in the BJP, has been accused of these charges. He's been charge-sheeted for it, and even so, now you have a situation where the new wrestling body, Aarti, is being governed by more or less the same people who say that they are close to him.